TCI Channel 63 presents the TCI Sports High School Basketball Game of the Week.
Tonight from Ferndale High School, it's the Battle of the All-Stars 2. Tonight featuring All-Stars from Oakland and Macomb County in basketball. Joe, you were one of the organizers for this event. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, it's just what it sounds like. The top senior players from each county playing each other in an all-star game, the proceeds of which go to benefit the Pontiac Rescue Mission. This is the second year we've had it. Last year, we held it in Macomb County, kind of rotating the counties a little bit. Final score, Oakland County 122, Macomb 113, a high-scoring affair. 25 made three-pointers last year, at least 25 dunks, and who knows how many great passes, because the top player in the game for either team last year was Travis Conlon, who's now playing at Michigan, kind of alternating the point guard job with Dugan Fife, whose brother Jeremy's one of the guys out here. A lot of the top players, some of them going on to college basketball next year, a few of them college football, a lot of exciting play. If you like up and down play, you're going to get more points here than you did in the NBA Finals.
Is this similar to an NBA All-Star game where we see a lot of rotation, a lot of guys getting in?
A lot of rotation, a lot of playing time, and not a lot of defense.
Okay, that's a little bit of an insight for the game for you, and coming up with the tip-off, we'll be right back. Stay with us.
Excuse me, do you wear your safety belt?
Why, no, I don't wear my safety belt.
Thank you.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Welcome back to Ferndale High School. Dave Zoran along with Joe Abramson to bring you the Battle of the All-Stars 2. The Macomb All-Stars visiting here in Ferndale, home of the Oakland All-Stars. And we've seen a lot of the Oakland All-Stars, not only through the season, but also in the three-point slam dunk contest.
Yeah, I mean, you look over the last couple of years, David Bowens won it a year ago, and William Martin won the three-pointer this year. And, I mean, we're just talking about the winners there. Jeremy Fife was in it. I believe Jason Coburn was in it. Jason Weber was in the dunk. Drew Hayes was in the three-point. There you see some of the Macomb All-Stars. Got a good number of guys we've seen.
Last year, the Oakland County All-Stars won 122 to 113 over the Macomb County All-Stars out at Clintonville, or at Chippewa Valley, excuse me, High School.
And it was, and I know you don't believe me, but it was hotter there than it is here.
And it is very warm. Now the starting lineups.
And right now they're going to introduce Macomb first, just introduce their coaches.
Macomb County sitting where normally the Ferndale team would sit.
Yeah, they reversed them a little bit here. First guy coming out, Dan Leske, Romeo High School. Fourth leading scorer in school history. Rob Robinson, Mount Clemens High, did not start organized basketball until 18 months ago.
Wearing number 9, he lifted Chippewa Valley to the best record in the
now representing the Macomb All-Stars. Ryan Slade.
3-year starter at Chippewa Valley High.
Wearing number 14, the all-time leading scorer at Clintondale High, Derek Brown.
Derek Brown from Clintondale.
And you just heard the all-time leading scorer there.
Wearing number 15, point guard on De La Salle's first regional championship team since the Mike Milwaukee.
From De La Salle, Anthony Lodato.
Yeah, Anthony Lodato guarded De La Salle to the Catholic League Central Division Championship, which means that they beat Brother Rice Catholic Central and UAD High.
Chris Nizak of Memphis.
From Memphis, there you see Chris Nizak.
3 consecutive league championships for his team.
And from Stevenson, Brian Zarna, number 34.
All Macomb County first team, Class B.
18 points in 1 quarter. John Sinistash of Eisenhower.
John Sinistash.
Yeah, this might be his kind of game. 45% from three-point range this year.
Mr. Basketball in Macomb County, Kevin Borowski of Lutheran High North.
the top player in Macomb this year, the player of the year.
Kevin Morosky.
Wearing number 43, the family favorite, Shore Bet, Cortez Betts of Mount Clemens.
Cortez Betts from Mount Clemens High School.
Two-time All-County player.
And wearing number 44, he's the MVP of the MOAC, Greg Mallmeister of center.
And finally from center line, Greg Mallmeister.
Yeah, the MOAC most valuable player this year. That's your Macomb County All-Stars.
So some good players there. The best in Macomb County.
Right now, the introduction of the Oakland County players.
And those of you who have been following us on TCI Sports, you're going to see some familiar names on this side of the court now from Oakland County.
And their head coach is Mike Lewis, the county coach of the year from Kimball. His assistant is his former mentor, Bernie Holowicki, recently retired from Catholic Central.
And from Macomb County, there's a story with their head coach we'll get into.
Yeah, this
after
is
they
basically
start
his last game.
Diallo Johnson.
Diallo Johnson going to Michigan on a football scholarship, led St. Mary's quarterback to a state championship.
From Pontiac Central, Ryan Bean.
Averaged 22 points and 10 rebounds a game this year.
Wearing number 4, headed for Michigan, he's ranked as the
And another St. Mary's U of M football player, David Bowens. He'll be heading there.
Yeah, going to Michigan on a football scholarship, the best football player in the state of Michigan this year by several recruiting experts, and 1994 slam dunk champ.
And 1994 slam dunk champ.
Jim Spatafor of Country Day.
Jim Spatafor of Country Day, not here.
Not here because his baseball team is in the state semis.
So something a little bit more important than this fun game for him, but here's Jeremy Fife from Clarkston.
Jeremy Fife going to Niagara University on a full scholarship next year.
MVP of the MIAC, Rashad Ferguson of Roper.
Rashad Ferguson from Roper.
Another all-county selection, MVP of the Michigan Independent Athletic Conference.
Impressive statistic there for Rashad.
This year's three-point champ from Oakland County, William Martin.
William Martin from Waterford Mott.
Wearing number 20, he started on 3 straight district champions.
Number 20, Ahmad Taylor from Pontiac Northern.
4 straight district titles at Pontiac Northern.
Wearing number 21,
21, Jason Coburn of Avondale. We saw Jason.
Yeah, one of the top three-point shooters in Oakland County this year. MVP of the MOAC, or co-MVP of the MOAC.
From Seaholm, Drew Hayes, number 22.
Pulled off something not even Chris Webber did, I believe. He was the leading leading scorer in Oakland County for 2 years. I think only Dugan Fife did that. And speaking of
Jason Weber, number 44 from Country Day.
Yep, representing the only state championship basketball team in either county this year.
And number 54 here on his home court, Jared Stevens from Ferndale.
Jared Stevens headed to Penn State, going to play some Big Ten basketball, and you never know, maybe some Big Ten football at some point.
Yeah, you never know. Could be a two-way player. Looks like Kurt Gibson there. Played baseball and football at Michigan State. Maybe Jared Stevens can do the same over at Penn State.
Right, got to know he's got to be excited. One more game in his house, as Greg Russell referred to it in the introductions.
And you see the Oakland County Stars. They'll be in the yellow and black. And on the other side, the purple will be Macomb. And there are the starters. Sneezak, Betts, Morosky, Stubleski, and Lodato for Macomb. For Oakland, it'll be Stevens, Johnson, Bowens, Fife, and Martin. Some big names up there, Joe.
Anytime you can put Stevens at forward.
Yeah.
I mean, and Bowens is so strong and can leap out of the gym. Remember, he's as strong as he is. He was a dunk champion 2 years ago. And, he didn't win it this year, but a lot of that's because he had a track meet that afternoon.
There we see head coach Mike Lewis. He's the young guy with the mustache
in the middle. And to his far right's Bernie Holowicki, one of the greatest high school coaches in the history of the state of Michigan, a Hall of Famer.
And there, Ron Wangrud, his last game high school coaching, and he's just a legend out there in Macomb County.
Yeah, Roseville, and he's just retiring from coaching, just going to be the athletic director from now on.
So his last high school game right here at Ferndale, and we're underway for the Battle of the All-Stars 2. Oakland won last year. Macomb wants revenge from outside. It's Martin, and he can't hit.
You know, these teams have only practiced once or twice, so you're going to see a lot of pickup style ball.
Leske, or Spizak, excuse me, takes the shot.
He missed it, but Cartez Betts got the putback, and Macomb jumps out to a 2-0 lead.
So Betts gets on the board first for Macomb.
It's kind of hard to look at these uniforms with no numbers on the front.
Very difficult to get the numbers in the back. Legato now will set it up for Macomb. In the paint, Betts again, knocked away by Stevens, and it'll go out of bounds, and Macomb gets it back.
Again, I think, you know, based on last year anyway, this should be higher scoring than most of the NBA finals. You know, maybe not as many dunks, although last year that wouldn't be accurate.
Our officials today, Ray Cavani, Tim Lynch, and Craig. From outside, hitting is Leske.
Matching that number on his jersey with 3. Diallo Johnson just got that stuff back, but his teammate David Bowens was there to pick it up.
Oakland yet to get on the board. Martin for 3. Ball hits the top of the backboard and is out of bounds. And Macomb gets another chance to add some more to their total.
I'll tell you, this is very similar to the start last year, where I think the Oakland guys came out a little flat. And Macomb guys jumped out to an early lead, and it was actually a tie game with 3 minutes left in the game. Granted, there's no Travis Conlon out here like Macomb had last year, and he was single-handedly doing everything out there as far as points and assists. But right now, Macomb's, you know, playing more together. Look at that jump hook.
With one hand. Very impressive.
Little Rick Smith's hook shot there.
Macomb All-Stars up 7-0 here in the early going. Bowens from outside.
Has
Oakland trying their 3-point shooting, and it hasn't worked so far.
I was going to say, the only 2 they've tried was that layup by Diallo Johnson that got blocked.
Ball knocked away. Martin there to get it. Martin drives back out to Fife. Fife underneath to Martin.
Wasn't ready for it.
And
Great
Martin
pass.
was out of bounds.
And again, that's, you know, 1 or maybe 2 practices. You're just not used to each other. And, you know, of course, most of these guys do play in the summer a little bit together, but it's still not the same as being on a high school team practicing 5 days a week, as you see the coaches
You saw the
trying to yell out a little bit of instructions.
You saw the assistant coach for Oakland and the head coach, Ron Wangrud, for Macomb. Legato setting it up for Macomb. They're up 7-0 here in the early going. We're not going to play quarters here tonight. We'll play halves as college style. And I've got to tell you, it is hot in here. No air conditioning. We got some doors open.
Doors are open.
Get some breeze in here. But you mentioned, Joe, last year it was real hot out at Chippewa Valley.
It was worse, believe me.
So we'll see a lot of substitutions in here tonight.
Oh, yeah. I mean, on an All-Star game, you just want to pretty much split the play and come up as equally as you can.
So Macomb comes up empty-handed for the first time.
But Oakland's still trying to get its first points.
Jeremy Fife now slows it down and sets it up for Oakland. It's the first time they've really had a chance to set up a play. Inside, Bowens can't hit. Ball bounces out. Macomb picks it up again. Leske now will slow it down.
Yeah, Bowens got back quick on defense.
Betts
Oh, nice move. What a move.
Cartez Betts now with 4 points. 4 of the 9 for Macomb. Stevens for 3. No. Bowens with the rebound, and he gets fouled underneath by Betts, and it looks like Oakland may get their first points here.
Well, Bowens will be at the line. Now, we did countless games of Jarrett Stevens' 4-year varsity career. I think that's the first time we ever saw him shoot a 3. As you see this move by Cartez Betts, not a travel, you know, maybe in a real regular season they might give you that, but it's an all-star game, and of course you got to give him that play. Nice finger roll. But yeah, do you ever remember seeing Jarrett Stevens fire up a 3 before?
No,
no,
he's always camped out underneath.
But you know, in the NBA All-Star game, we saw Shaq fire up a 3. So, the other night in the NBA Finals, we saw Hakeem hit one.
Bowens hits the first one from the line, and the first point for Oakland. Second team All-State, David Bowens, in basketball.
In football, the Gatorade Circle of Champions, Player of the Year in Michigan, USA Today All-American. Might not have to redshirt. He might get right on the field this year at Michigan in football.
And we're all looking for that to happen.
Except against Northwestern.
He's got a great attitude. Talk to him as the ball goes out of bounds. Talk to him at the 3-point slam dunk contest. Great attitude. Very helpful, and he's got even one of his own players here from St. Mary's, Diallo Johnson.
Well, and I don't know if you remember, but at the state football championship game, which St. Mary's won, the first points of the game was Diallo Johnson throwing a pass to David Bowens, who was his tight end.
And Johnson missed his shot. Legato comes out with it for Macomb. And Macomb puts it down quickly. They push it down. Leske for three.
Leske looking down, backing up.
That's a second three. 6 points for Leske, 6 of the 12.
And again, we're getting just off the NBA Finals, but did that look like Sam Cassell looking down, backing up, and hitting it? Except he's left-handed.
Fife can't hit, but Oakland gets it back. 16-24 here in the first half. We're at Ferndale High School. The second battle of the All-Stars between Oakland and Macomb. Martin can't hit from outside.
He's 0 for 3 from out there right now.
Bowens in the paint, puts it up, nothing there. Stevens, strong rebound, puts it down, and that's where Jared Stevens is best.
Well, that's the first field goal for Oakland County, and they're still just not in sync on offense, firing up a lot of threes early on down the floor.
It's amazing. You've got those big names out there in that starting lineup, and they only have 4 points to show for it. Inside, Morosky gets it knocked away by Stevens. Stevens came flying in out of nowhere on that one.
With a good denial from Bowens, keeping him from getting the easy layup, and then Stevens got him from behind.
Jared Stevens playing on his home court here. And he gets a steal. Stevens going in on it. He doesn't even see Morosky. Stevens making our microphone rattle under there as he goes right for the hoop.
And that's some inexperience because these are high school guys. It's an all-star game, so you let him have that for the fans' sake. You give him the dunk.
Look at him hanging out of that rim.
Good hustle by Morosky, really, to get back and try to deny it.
It was a battle between Stevens and Morosky. Stevens knew Morosky was coming right at him, but he just went for it anyway, pretended he wasn't even there. Stevens misses his first at the line. We'll get another.
You know, and one thing I do know, because the game was held in Macomb last year, and the actual person that created the game, Bruce McLeod of the Macomb Daily, I know over there it's been a big deal all season with coaches asking about, are their guys going to make the team or not, and it's something they've all thought about all year. So, you know, I don't know if they've maybe are looking at it as a bigger deal than the Oakland guys or not, but they're a turnover, giving the ball up early.
Ball went off of Diallo Johnson's foot, and they gave it back to Oakland.
That's what I thought.
Fife now pushes it up. Diallo Johnson in the corner, gives it up to Stevens. Stevens turning on the baseline, won't go. Back out, Bowens has it, and he gets it knocked away. And that could have been a foul. 12-4 the score, 15:26 left here in the first half.
And they're still just not really in sync on offense, and probably getting close to a substitution time.
From outside, Bowens couldn't hit. Stevens has an easy layup.
Well, he knows the rims.
He's got the touch here. Stevens with 4 points now, 4 of the 6. Here's the time for you, 15:06 and counting down. 15:08 rather.
College clock, 2 halves, not 4 quarters.
Macomb empty-handed. Here come the Oakland All-Stars.
2 St. Mary's misses there.
And Martin comes up with his first 2 points.
Yeah, that flying finger roll was Bowens. The putback slam attempt was by Johnson, and then on the third try, it was William Martin.
Now it's a 4-point game, and a big lead for Macomb. Couldn't be kept. Here comes Stevens pushing it up quickly. He's got Martin and Johnson, and they give it up to Martin.
And
smart play. William Martin went up with his body, kind of hung up there, got the foul, and put it up right after that.
Protected the ball, too. Was able to get the shot off. We're going to get the wholesale substitutions with the exception of William Martin, who will get to shoot. You see right here.
Johnson dishes off.
Johnson dishes. And here he holds off, draws the foul, and kicks it in and gets the free throw. Last time down the floor, they had Morosky set up on a post-up for a layup and instead fired up another 3. Macomb did. You know, when the 3 is an open shot, go ahead and take it. They were making them, but they don't have to force everything. Get those easy layups when you can.
Ryan Bean is in there along with Jason Weber. Martin at the line. Colbert is also in there.
Put it back up.
And Bean trying to get his first 2 points and does. Ryan Bean.
And his first 2 offensive rebounds.
Also in there, Ahmad Taylor for Oakland. Robinson. Rob Robinson couldn't get it to fall, but he does fall, and
so does one of his teammates.
Oakland gets a break. They get a little 4-on-3. And putting it down right there.
Ryan Bean.
Bean comes in quickly and picks up 4 points in less than a minute.
That's another guy that was in the slam dunk contest this year.
Maulmeister in there for Macomb from outside. Couldn't hit that time. It was number 14 for Macomb, and that is Derek Brown. Martin can't hit from outside. Martin comes up with a steal, though. They got 3-on-2. Weber off the glass and in. Looked like it was a little too hard, but he got it down.
Looked like he got fouled also.
Yeah.
And William Martin, realizing that Drew Hayes is sitting there waiting to take his place on the next whistle, is going to try and get the ball as many times as he can, but there's the whistle, and Hayes will come in, be the final of that wholesale substitution.
Drew Hayes comes in. Now for Macomb, tough to see again those numbers. Maulmeister's in there. And it looks like Sinishtag is in there. Robinson, Brown. And on the far side.
Well, Sinishtag's driving to the hole right there and getting the foul.
And looks like Slade is in there also for Macomb. So those are the 5 players for Macomb County. And going to the line.
There's the guy that committed the foul, and we can't see his number, so we'll hope that we can.
Next time, redo those jerseys.
I think it's Ahmad Taylor.
This is the
Chris
other side,
Weber,
the Weber.
Or Jason Weber. I knew we were going to say that sometime tonight. Sorry, Jason, I know if you're watching.
You of all people.
I know.
It's John Sinishtag from Eisenhower at the line now. Missed the first. And missed the second. And here comes Oakland as they have picked up the lead, 16-12. By Ryan Bean, who came in there, put some points. Now Coburn, one of the best three-point shooters in the league, couldn't hit from outside.
I think he was the top shooter during the regular season in Oakland County.
Yeah.
From three-point line.
Coburn pushes it up to Weber.
Nice
Weber
pass.
back to Bean. Bean with his 6th point and leads the Oakland scorers.
And, well, you know, it was 12-4 at one point. This is a 14-0 run, I believe.
Yeah. And Oakland County's picked up the pace. Brown drives and he's fouled. And we'll go to the line. Derek Brown from Clintondale will go to the line now for Macomb. Macomb, big dry spell for Macomb. Let's take a look at Weber again. This time he'll dish off.
But Jason Weber able to get the defender in the air and then dish off. That enables Bean to get the easy dunk.
So Weber dishes off and allows Bean to pick up his 6th point. Empty-handed, Macomb couldn't hit on those two. Derek Brown.
And I guess I'm corrected. It's a 16-0 run.
16-0 run.
12-2 was the score at one point.
Oakland to take it out. It'll be Coburn from Avondale for Oakland County. 12:31 left here in the first half.
And not as high scoring as last year's to this point, anyway. Turnover.
Ball knocked out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover. Macomb will pick it up here.
Taylor dribbled it out of bounds with a little defensive help.
Not a bad turnout here, considering the beautiful temperatures outside and people wanting to enjoy this night. From outside, ball is short, taken by Weber with one hand.
Looking like his brother on the fast break, I have to admit that.
There's Taylor. Flying, couldn't get it to go down. Keeps it in, though. And it goes to Weber, and he's fouled by Slade.
He'll be at the line.
Looks like Slade committed the foul there.
You know, the crowd was probably a little bigger last year, but we are very glad that the NBA Finals are over. Because there would have been a game tonight, and the foul will get Weber to the line. You see him pick up the loose ball here and get hammered right there from behind.
It was Maulmeister who fouled him from center line. So Maulmeister picks up the foul.
And we, again, got to congratulate Jason Weber and Jim Spatafor, who isn't here because of, you know, that he's got a baseball game. Congratulate both of them, though, on winning the Class B state championship this year.
There you go. They did a great job. You saw them on the MHSA Finals. Weber hits both.
And sort of like every time the Wings win the Cup, there's a Howe. Every time Country Day wins the state title, there's a Weber. And they got a younger brother, David, who's only a freshman.
And our crew was fortunate enough to carry those games or produce those games for the MHSAA this year and the years before.
Oh, nice
Taylor,
pass.
nice pass.
Brian Bean just, I don't think he was ready for it.
Brown on the other end gets it, and he'll go to the line.
Well,
that'll break the dry spell.
It was an 18-0 run up till then, and now he's got a chance to make it a 3-point play. And for an 18-0 run, if he makes this, it's still only a 5-point game.
Let's take a look as Oakland pushes it up quickly. Watch the pass
Coburn
now.
with the
Look at
deep
this one
outlet.
right here.
And Taylor dishes and Bean. Oh, that was some defensive
away,
help.
yeah.
Good help. Sinistad, and then he fires it deep. And Brown gets the layup and the foul, this time on Coburn, coming back, trying to make a prevent. Gets his own rebound.
And puts it up and in. So it turns out to be a 4-point play as Derek Brown. Boy, it looked like he knew what he was doing.
They worked
up
on
there.
that in practice,
Yeah.
you can tell.
11:30 left in the first half. There's your score, 4-point game. It's been a game of streaks. Rob Robinson now going one-on-one against Hayes.
Another chance for a 3-point play. Now let's see if they're going to run that same play again at the line.
Let's see. Robinson hits, and he'll go to the line. Let's see what happens.
Got Drew Hayes in the air. Again, getting the contact first, guaranteeing that he's going to the line, and then making the finger roll.
You see that with these good players. They'll do that. They'll make sure they get the ball down or hide it, protect it, get the foul, rather. This time he just goes for the one.
Now you got a 1-point game.
20-19, and clock winding down, 11:15 left here in the first half. Ball stolen by Brown. Brown pushes it up, 3-on-2, and now everyone catches up. Brown puts it down. That's a 2.
That's when you can feel it. But they got the lead back. Macomb's up 21-20. That's just pull up on the fast break and hit about a 15-footer.
Derek Brown now 6 points for Clintondale for the Macomb team. Bean inside, gets the ball knocked away by Brown. Brown is being
hustling all over the place, creating turnovers.
He's getting his name called both sides, offensively and defensively. Let's take a look. And Brown will come into the picture right there and knock it away. So Brown not only hitting offensively, but coming back to play some tough defense too.
Yeah.
That's his first personal.
And that play actually involved 2 guys that have come off the bench and done a lot as well. Brian Bean has made his presence known.
Yep, in and out. Couldn't get it to fall that time. Bean also with 6 points.
Yeah, looking to tie the game up if he can make this one.
Brian Bean, 22.3 points per game during the season, and hits that one. And it's all tied up at 21 apiece with 10:50 left.
Like you said, as far as these guys knowing how to do certain things, unlike a regular season high school game, there's no problem on the substitutions. You don't lose a lot here. This is a teams of 11 each, great players.
From outside, and hit Sinistad.
3-on-1.
3-on-1 break, and the ball gets knocked away. Coburn now, what he does best, threes, no. Weber inside, uncontested.
Weber boxed out real well.
Yeah.
There's no way anyone was getting the ball but him.
Yeah. Weber now with 6 points, and it's 23-21. Brown sees a little room, pulls up, it's short, rebound by Coburn. The little guy's getting in there, getting rebounds. Here comes Hayes now, cross-court pass, and it's good for 3. No? Let's see.
Ahmad Taylor for 3.
Yeah, he got it. Taylor got the 3. Those are his first points from Pontiac Northern. Ahmad Taylor puts it down to make it 26-21 now with 9:55.
We got a timeout.
And a timeout called. Yes, I think we'll get some substitutions coming in again.
A little bit of substitutions and just let everybody catch their breath. We mentioned a couple times how hot and humid it is in here. The fact is these guys haven't played basketball in a while. Unless they've been running track, they're not in game shape. So you got to give them a little bit of a rest.
Ron Wangrud right in the middle of your picture there, the head coach for Macomb. His last contest that he'll be coaching on the high school level.
Yep.
And let's take a look at Hayes bringing it down.
Hayes over to Taylor for the 3. Hayes, at Seaholm pretty much had to do all the scoring. Here he's got a little more selection of passing. He's playing a little more point guard today. Hope he gets a shot at 2 guard today. He can fire it up from all over, and I know he's only about 6 feet tall. Maybe, they got him at 6'2". He can dunk.
Well, Oakland County, there you see Mike Lewis there in the center of your screen, the blue shirt. He's the head coach, and he's got Oakland on top by 5, 26-21. Oakland won it last year. Let's see if they can pull another one off this year. They won 122-113.
Yeah.
On a shootout there.
Yeah, and that game was tied with about 3 minutes left, and even with about 40 seconds left, it was a 3-point game. And then when you start fouling to get the ball back, and Oakland made all their free throws, it was closer than the 9-point spread.
They're your leaders, Bean and Leske. Leske hadn't scored in a long time. He had been out.
Hasn't been on the floor in a long time.
He had been out. He's out there now, though. And Morosky trying to get in there to Betts and knocked away by Stevens.
Yeah, good rotation, though, by the Macomb team. They're running more set plays, it seems like.
26-21. Macomb trailing. They've got the ball now with 9:45. Zarna from outside. Can't hit. Fife knocks it back to Stevens, and now Fife will bring it up.
Well, Bowens to his teammate. There's a little difference. Bowens
Yellow
to
Johnson. Yep. And Stevens tries to tip it in. Ball knocked back out. Fife has it. Back to Johnson. Nothing there for Taylor.
Is that Taylor? I think that was Rashard Ferguson.
Rashard Ferguson, yeah. Ferguson is in there. And Stevens on the home court. Puts another one down.
Yeah, he's making his presence known inside. They don't have anybody with his height and weight to match up, and now they're going to have a choice of dunks here.
Look at this. Bowens.
Oh, and he didn't do it.
He didn't do it. Stevens wanted it. Bowens back to Stevens.
Oh, my. Well, that's the play of the day so far.
That's the unselfishness of Bowens to give it up to Stevens right underneath. They were all over Bowens, so he gave it up.
That looked like one of your passes. That was sweet.
That's all I do is pass. I can't score. From outside, I'll be the Kenny Smith of the team. There you go. That's good and hit. Here comes Oakland.
Yellow Johnson running the break this time.
Johnson to Fife. Fife holds up. Back out. Ferguson is in there for the three. He's got it. Rashard Ferguson from Roper hits his first points of the game. It's a three, and it's 33-21. And Oakland County has come up big, and a timeout being called by Ron Wangrud.
And yeah, Rashard Ferguson, MVP of the Michigan Independent Athletic Conference, 15.6 points per game, 6.8 rebounds a game as a 6-foot guard.
Ron Wangrud calling the timeout. He was the 1989-90 Macomb County Coach of the Year, and he guided the Roseville Panthers to back-to-back Macomb Area Conference White Division titles in 89-90 and 90-91. And he is going on to be the athletic director at Roseville High School. He had more than 90 career coaching wins.
Well, I think, you know, this is a nice honor for him. Let him kind of go out with a little fun, you know. And let's take a look at that play again. There's Stevens missing the original putback. Bowens with this, and then no look. That was sweet.
That's what this game's all about, seeing plays like that by players like that.
That's the play of the day so far, if we had one, but it's not sponsored, so, you know, can't do that. But we would like to, if we can, thank the sponsors of the game, the Macomb Daily and the Daily Tribune, and especially the Ford Motor Company, who contributed a lot to this game. And the proceeds, again, go to the Pontiac Rescue Mission, which assists those in need, homeless people and such. If you want to help the Pontiac Rescue Mission, give them a call at 334-2187.
It's terrific that they help not only those people, but they help these athletes to get out here and play this game for fun and get people out to see these guys have some fun and not in serious competition as they do during the regular season. Bowens, no.
And Yellow Johnson with the rebound.
Johnson puts it up. Johnson having a little trouble hitting it from down there.
Yeah, so there had to be a foul somewhere in there. You know, one thing, you know, we mentioned some of these guys are going to play college. Not all of them are. So for a good number of them, this is their last competitive basketball game, at least in front of the crowd. So it's kind of a nice way to, you know, close out your high school career.
And for that man, Jared Stevens, his last game here.
Last game on your home floor, in your house. Except for those nights when he sneaks into the gym for pickup games with his buddies. As we all have been known to do in our old high schools.
Orosky baseline, knocked away by Johnson.
Yeah, no foul. Boy, I thought he was going to the line.
It sounded like all ball down there, so that's what they called it. 33-21. 7:49 left here in the first half. We're playing college halves here.
I don't know if you could hear the ref saying, watch those screens.
Yeah.
He goes, I don't want to have to call it. And that's
right.
It's good of the refs to say that, though. It's an all-star game. You don't want to call ticky-tack offensive fouls.
But also he lets the players know where he stands.
Well, exactly. If it gets out, you know, if it's too hard of a screen or if it's affecting the game, they're going to have to make the call.
Oakland will get it back now. They're up 33-21. Stevens now in the corner, puts it up for three. In and out. Johnson with the rebound.
No ball.
A jump ball call. I think that was a little premature whistle there.
Yeah, and that might be a case, so again, of being an all-star game, you don't want to have any real battle for the ball like that, so you just go ahead. Well, no, I agree with that.
But he had him on the hand.
Yeah, but I mean, I think according to the way they're supposed to do it, I think that's a good call.
Bowens can't hit from outside, and here comes Macomb. Look at this.
Two biggest guys out there firing up threes.
Intercepted by Bowens, and I think we may be saying that on the football field for U of M in the future.
Well, usually be the tackle by Bowens. Diallo might be making the interceptions. I think he's going to be a D-back over at Michigan.
Yeah, you can get some linebackers making interceptions sometimes.
Yeah, he's a good enough athlete as a tight end. You know he's got the hands.
Yeah. Is that what he's playing? Tight end?
No, I'm saying but he played both in high school.
Oh,
so I'm
definitely,
saying having been a tight end.
But he will be playing linebacker,
Oh, yeah.
correct? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, And so, David, if you're watching when you play Northwestern, just softly tackle the quarterback.
Joe talking obviously about his brother, Lloyd Abramson at Northwestern now. Is he going to play this year?
We sure hope so.
Okay. Back to basketball. From outside. Won't go. Stevens rebound, pushes it up quickly. Bowens can't find the handle. He wanted a
saw
slam.
dunk. Oh,
Johnson, Diallo Johnson puts it down.
Little lefty
Johnson's
finger roll.
First 2 points for Diallo.
Lefty finger roll for Diallo, but back to Betts, and what a block by Jared Stevens.
Betts thought he was surely having 2 points there, knocked away. Johnson now wants more than 2. Gets it knocked away. Great effort down there by Morosky to knock that one away.
It's one of those things in an all-star game at any level. The only defense you ever see is a block shot, and you're getting a lot of them here. Look at this from behind.
There it is. He went over his own player to do that.
What a great swat.
Did he get called over the back there? In the paint,
Good block.
Ferguson got a block from behind.
Lodato, little guy from De La Salle.
Yep. So the little guy's getting in the block shots. Lodato didn't want to go up against Bowens. Smart move, goes back out. And nothing there for Sneezak. There's Sneezak in there.
Oh, he's going to do it again.
Stevens can't hit.
I don't think Jared's leaving this building till he hits a 3.
Yeah. He said, I didn't get a chance to do that during the regular season, so I'm going to try now. 6:05 left in the first half. Macomb trailing Oakland 35-21.
Well, they're trying to get Leske a 3. And it's not going to happen, but Zarna could have got a full 5-second call.
Yeah, Zarna not doing anything. And Stevens here's for 3.
Oh!
They got him. Sneezak comes up with the 3.
Once again, another strong run by Oakland County. He's got him out to an 11-point lead. Was 14 up to a couple seconds ago. I don't think Jeremy Fife's taking a shot yet. We have to get him involved.
On the board. Ferguson working on Lodato.
Right now.
Bowens in and out.
Again, the big guys want to fire up those threes.
Johnson, light touch, he's got it.
Oh, I think he got fouled, got hit in the midsection there. He's coming back a little sore, like almost in the appendix area.
Ouch. From outside for 3, no. Johnson with the rebound. He'll push it up. Fife making a move.
Oh, nice pass.
Here's Bowens.
Oh!
There it is. David Bowens.
We talked earlier about guys that aren't teammates don't know each other. Well, there's teammates. Johnson to Bowens, they know each other, and he was ready for it.
Yeah. Bowens' 4th point. Lodato underneath. Morosky makes a move over Fife and gets it down.
A good thing that Morosky made it, because I think Lodato probably, if he would have been a little selfish, might have made the shot. Here's Bowens again.
Bowens, no foul call.
Yeah.
He wanted the foul call. Morosky was on his back.
They're not going to call it.
Nope. Morosky, baseline, sees his man open, and he gets it.
And hey,
Sneezak.
you get it just inside that 5-minute mark. You get that timeout. Get the subs back in.
Sneezak puts it down for 2, and it's 39-28. An 11-point lead for Oakland County. And there's the assistant coach for
One of the assistants.
And head coach right behind him, Mike Lewis, with the full head of hair.
We're going to take a look at Bowens again.
Ryan Bean there on the screen, and here's Bowens.
There's
Diallo Johnson.
No look.
Bowens.
David Bowens just hammers it. David Bowens is 6'4", probably around 230, 235, and not an ounce of fat on him.
I guess you have to be like that if you're going to go play for U of M.
Yeah.
Unless you're a big lineman. Unless you're a big 300-pound lineman, because I don't think that's all muscle,
No,
do you?
but they're so big you don't want to say anything about it.
I'm not talking about anyone in particular.
I know, but I mean just linemen. They'll tell you it's all muscle.
But they deserve all the credit. There you see Bowens cooling off. I think I'm going to go with that look.
You should.
What do you think?
Well, eventually you will.
Taylor hammered, going to the hoop.
Whether you want to or not.
Enough of wearing the toupee is what I say, right?
Exactly.
Slade down there called for one of the fouls. Bowens there, sporting a tattoo. I didn't notice that.
Well,
Looked like a dog or a wolf on it.
Can't tell what that is. See, if it's only one tattoo, I guess that's a Michigan thing. If he had like 8 tattoos, he'd be like a Miami Hurricane.
There you go. Martin for three. No. Martin was our three-point contest winner for Oakland County, and
nice
we got to
pass.
get a three for him. This is knocked away, and it's still Macomb ball. We'll keep the ball down there. 39-28 with 4:03 left here in the first half.
Derek Brown, look for him to spark a little bit this time. Last time he came in, he sparked the team not just with his scoring, but with his defense.
Yep. You're watching Battle of the All-Stars 2. The first one was won by Oakland County last year.
Oh, foul.
Nothing
And a
there.
good
Finally
putback.
tipped in.
Rob Robinson
Bob Robinson
following his shot.
with his fifth. Fifth point. They cut it down to 9. Nice move there. Bean. No. Knocked away. Sinishtab pushes it up.
Oh.
Gets it off. And there's Hayes to intercept it. And putting it down is Weber. Jason Weber for 2.
Well, it's a couple of good assists by Hayes, and Jason Weber's been able to finish a couple of times tonight as well.
8 points for Jason Weber from Country Day. Lodato puts it up and off the glass. Look at that.
The last time he did that, he dished off to Morowski for a layup. That time he kept it and got it to go.
That's his first 2 points. 41-32 now. Martin driving, pushed away by Brown. Scoop won't go.
But he'll get to the line.
So Martin goes to the line now. His first trip to the line. Let's take a look at Martin driving here. Fine three-point shooter. This time shows his ability. And the scoop just wouldn't go, but he gets to the line.
And he averaged 4 3-pointers a game. And he was third in the county in scoring at 25.5 points per game.
Lodato goes out. Brown in there. And Martin hits from Waterford Mott. William Martin.
40.
Derek Brown, second personal. He was called for the foul.
42% from three-point land this year, 75% from the free throw line.
And he made them both.
Orlando
43,
Magic could have
32.
used him.
Yeah. He was just a little bigger, huh?
He can make his free throws. Who cares how big he is?
Round to Robinson. Robinson makes his move in the paint. Nice. Leaner. He
Follow.
couldn't get it going.
Yeah.
He followed it in.
Let's see who they give
Who
that
they
to.
get it?
I think it's... Oh, they give it to
Robinson. It could have been Meister there also.
And, we might have to look at that on the replay, get an official ruling.
Bean in the paint, puts it down.
And that's another guy's come off the bench.
Ryan Bean having a great night. 9 points. Ballmeister for 3, no. Ball bounces
Derek
back
Brown
out
with the
to
rebound.
Brown, yeah.
Oh, my.
Off of a Macomb player, though, went right out to him. And there's a reaching in foul on Taylor.
This is one of those things where the ref doesn't want to call the foul unless it affects the play, and that was about to become Oakland's ball, so you have to call the foul. If that ball had bounced into a Macomb player, he'd have let it go.
Ahmad Taylor from Pontiac Northern picks up his first. 2:12 left here in the first half. 45-34 the score. Let's take a look.
Let's see who gets this basket.
Yeah,
All right,
it
it's
was.
Robinson, good.
Good call.
So our official scorers over there are obviously more adept at this than you and I. Or at least
Robinson
me, I don't know.
couldn't hit at the line, though. Weber to Coburn.
Well, Weber was open if they ran a give and go.
Taylor inside.
Nice move.
Weber spinning, knocked away.
Good D by Normeister.
Yeah. Weber couldn't hit. Bean off of him. And it goes out of bounds. Macomb will get it. 1:55 left here in the first half. 45-34. It's been a game of streaks, Joe.
Totally, yeah, a lot of runs, and again, not as high scoring so far as last year's, but again, last year we had 25 made three-pointers. This year, I know we haven't had anywhere near that yet.
Inside, Slade couldn't get it to go. Weber pushes it up quickly. Coburn now. Coburn for 3. Puts it up. No. Weber rebound. Weber off the glass. No roll. Brown with the rebound.
And this guy's, how tall they say he is? 5'10".
Look at Brown, coast to coast. No.
He's making things happen out there.
Here's Weber. He's going to go all by himself. Oh, and he just missed it. Hope he didn't hurt himself.
I think that's more your pride that's hurt
Yeah.
there.
Taylor for 3.
He's laughing about it, though, so, you know.
But Ahmad Taylor comes back in 3. And that's another point. Don't worry about it. And he's taking it good. So Jason Weber he'll be all right.
Yeah, Jason Weber next year will be a walk-on at Michigan State, I believe.
And
I don't know if that's going over too well at home.
yeah, really. I think he'll do pretty well there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking me.
Good choice, I think.
I should have gone to U.D.
There he is. Well, that would have been good, too.
That would have been great.
Would have been good for City of Detroit there.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
But I'm biased. Look at this. He left too early. You know, that's one of those going to do the Jordan from the free throw line. And,
I think he saw Slade right behind him, right next to him, so he had to adjust a little bit, and he just thought about it too much. Here's Brown.
I think, without a doubt, if he does get a dunk now, we owe it to him to show that again as well, since we just showed his miss.
Derek Brown, 7 points after making that one for Clintondale.
Who knows how many steals? A couple of rebounds at 5'10", maybe.
Done it all. Here's a steal by Slade. Slade for three. Won't go. Rebound coming in there strong.
Oh, they called a held ball.
Oh. Ballmeister came flying in there.
Flying in, threw a shot up.
Let's take a look.
Let's see if
this is Slade's shot.
There's Ballmeister on your left. Come in and get the rebound. And now the held ball.
Well, yeah.
Clean block, held ball.
Well, they've done a good job down there. Good thing we got that replay there, Joe.
Real officials, you know. Again, we're going all college here.
Going all out here.
Real officials and everything.
Rob Robinson from Mount Clemens driving back out. Ballmeister for two. No. Slade wanted it, but we've got Oakland coming down quickly. Ahmad Taylor puts it down.
Good pass by Jason Weber. He's been doing a great job of getting the rebound up top and leading the break. And Taylor, I think, thought about the dunk and then just let it float in because he was too far into the basket.
Oakland reaches 50 points now. Slade back out. They want to go for the three. They do, and it's good. Look at that.
That's Sinistad from Eisenhower.
For a three in his first points of the game. Coming down to 10 seconds now. Inside, Hayes knocked away. Sinistad puts it up quickly, no, and it goes out of bounds. Oakland will get it with 0.8 seconds left.
Well, let's see. You know that the ref,
to touch it.
They're going to let the shot. They're going to let it count. You know that. Unless you take a dribble, they're going to let the attempt count.
Here we go. Bean.
They're counting it if it goes, and it almost did.
Won't go. Bean with the last shot, and that will end the first half here in the Battle of the All-Stars, Oakland versus Macomb. Oakland on top 50-39. Still anybody's ball game when you're talking 11 points, Joe.
And again, early on, Macomb was hitting threes. You get one or two guys hot with threes, they get you back so fast.
And you remember Macomb had such a big lead early going,
they were up 12-2.
And Oakland came right back all of a sudden.
Yeah, you know, it's you're not going to have foul trouble. Nobody's going to foul out of this game or anything like that. And it's not a matter of having a better bench because, again, it's an all-star game. But, yeah, you hit threes, and you maybe don't allow too many second chances.
It's halftime here. Oakland leads 50-39. We'll be back with the second half action right after these messages. Stay with us. Where are Pat and Brad going to be this month? You'll find out on the next edition of Roadshow Video. Each month, Pat and Brad take you to a new and interesting location. Check out what Southeast Michigan has to offer and watch some of the best hit videos on television. That's Roadshow Video, Saturday night at 9 on TCI 63. Welcome back to Ferndale High School. It's the Macomb All-Stars against the Oakland All-Stars, 50-39, and let's take a look at highlights. We do have highlights, Joe.
With all apologies to anybody at ESPN, Diallo Johnson, David Bowens, slam.
That's the first one, and Bowens rattling the board.
Get some Macomb County here. A kick out. And, of course, the release, rotation. Splash.
And the splash, of course.
And early on, I believe this is Leske coming up here on the kick out from way downtown.
And one of his threes. Leske with 2 threes.
Weber to Ryan Bean.
Watch this.
We want low angle, and we want it now.
There it is. And the halftime stats for you. Field goals.
As seen on TV.
16-20. 63% for Oakland, 55 for Macomb. Free throws, 7 of 11, 3 of 5 for Macomb. 64% leads the way for Oakland, 60 for Macomb. Turnovers just about even, and rebounds. Oakland leading the way there.
Yeah.
And Jarrett Stevens
Bowens.
owns the boards. Bowens. And hey, look at that. We've got fans of all ages here.
Future All-Star.
Future All-Star. Looking on, and we are about to start the second half here. And it'll be the starters out there, the starters who started the game. Here are the leaders in scoring. Bean with 9, Brown with 8.
Both guys off the bench, although that's kind of a, arbitrary
really,
statement.
there is no bench, yeah.
Coach kind of says, all right, you 5 play this time.
Yep, and we are underway. Second half here at Ferndale High School.
And Jarrett Stevens still thinking about those threes. Nice move by Diallo Johnson.
And Johnson, high off the glass, puts it down. Diallo Johnson with his 6th point.
And Oakland scores a lot quicker in the second half than they did in the first half.
Brown, off balance, he puts it down.
Man.
So you got the 2 big scorers just coming right off the bench at halftime and putting it down again.
Well, Bean was the other big scorer back then. That was Johnson the other time.
Oh, correction.
Yeah.
Correction, I'm sorry.
But still a big scorer.
But you know what I meant.
I know what you meant. And here he is again. And Johnson going to run the break.
Ooh, Robinson with the steal here. Robinson drives and
Nice move.
can't get the roll.
Good D by Diallo Johnson. Bothered the shot.
Yeah, Bowens gets the rebound, pushes it up. Stevens has an open
Gets away
lane.
with the travel
puts
and,
it down. Stevens want to hurry up and get it down because he saw the defenders coming.
He wants that.
Look at
three.
Robinson against Bowens. Bowens stops it.
Oh, he had that time.
Robinson gave a smile afterward.
Drew Hayes got to fire up a shot one of these times. There it is, and it's not quite good.
Had it right on line, though. Johnson trying to dish back to Stevens, and it was knocked away. Ballmeister now, wide open for the 3.
Couldn't get it to go. Good hustle.
Ball goes out of bounds.
Not able to control it. Following his shot was, nor wasn't Sinistad going after the ball there, but anyway, Oakland with the ball. Pair of point guards playing the backcourt right now in Hayes and Fife.
Just underway here in the second half. Let's take a look at the block. Bowens against the glass.
Hang time, too.
And a nice job there. Bowens puts it up on the other
Bowens
end,
on the
and he gets it
offensive
down.
side. Got the roll. A hoop and some harm.
6 points now for Bowens with that one and a chance to add. David Bowens from St. Mary's, Orchard Lake St. Mary's.
State football champs.
And heading off to U of M. Robinson with the first personal foul for him.
And actually, St. Mary's in Class B in basketball, because as you see, check out that tattoo there, styling. But
4 points for Bowens.
gets the 3-point play.
That's
St. Mary's
7 actually. He got the 2 points.
They
to
lost
go.
in their regional, but a lot of people say they actually were the second best Class B basketball team in the state. It's just that they had to play Country Day so early on. And that was, I think, the closest game Country Day played up until the final.
Ballmeister driving in heavy traffic, and we got a foul, and
it's on
going
the
against
floor.
Hayes.
It's on the floor, though. He's not going to the line for it.
There's Hayes. He'll slap at it and pick up the foul right there.
Well, it's coming.
Well,
I
there
think
it
it's
is.
a hold right there.
Yeah.
It's a hold before the shot, so they're going to inbound it.
Robinson way out now. Bowens coming out to get him. Yeah, they want to get Bowens out of there.
Back
Robinson.
him up.
Now he's
Although you
got a
still got
pass.
Stevens underneath.
Look at this.
Good steal.
Diallo Johnson now. Quickly, one-on-one. Oh, off his foot. Couldn't keep it in, and it'll be Macomb ball. Round to inbound.
He saw Jarrett Stevens, and Jarrett had big eyes, too. I don't know if we'll be able to see Jarrett looking to the right of your screen, but he was coming down the middle of the lane, and Diallo was going to hit him.
Brown throws it up for grabs, and Stevens comes down with it.
He's got Hayes open.
4
if he
on
hits
2,
him.
5 on 2. And Macomb comes up big. Look at this. Robinson on the other end.
There we go.
Say goodnight.
Gracie.
Yeah, Robinson with his 9th point now.
Fife was looking for Hayes, and
Yeah.
Hayes wasn't looking for Fife, I guess. A turnover.
Slade had his eyes on that one.
No look pass. And Drew Hayes, you see, looked too late, and eventually went off of Diallo Johnson after Slade went for the ball.
Ballmeister now working up top. He's got Sinistad, and there's Sinistad there. Over to Brown. Inside. Ballmeister trying to get his pass off to Robinson.
Good D
And
by
kept
Hayes.
in.
A good save by
Stevens
Fife.
to Bowens. Bowens up for grabs. Stevens. Oh. Slade was in Stevens' way,
Well, they
so get
wanted
out of
that
my way
alley-oop.
here. Brown over. From the corner. Won't go. Sinistage couldn't hit it. Underneath. Bowens, nice move. Look at that.
Good body control.
David Bowens with 9 points now. And you saw the score, 59-43. Here in the second half, you're watching the Oakland All-Stars against the Macomb All-Stars.
Johnson running the break.
Fife
Nice
back
pass.
to Johnson. Johnson in heavy traffic loses it. Now Robinson loses it. Stevens. Turn around to Bones, back to Stevens. And Slade couldn't cover everybody down there.
They're having a little fun out there now, and
Yep.
Macomb better. I don't even know if they got to fire up a three. They got to get a basket. Nice move.
Baumeister in the
Blocked
paint.
by Hayes.
Bowens up ahead, stolen there by Brown. Brown has it stolen by Fife, and they're battling for it. Fife finally comes out with it. Hayes has Stevens open. He does get it down. Jarrett wanted the slam, but he'll take the trick.
Robinson went up to block it, but wasn't able to stop it from going in.
63-43 now. Oakland up to a 20-point lead. Sinistag can't get it to go. Johnson with the rebound. Fife now pushes it up quickly. Fife has Johnson on the layup. Johnson lets it
Would have been
fly.
sweet.
Still in. Bowens for three. No. Rebound
Foul on
Slade, and
Hayes.
he's fouled by Hayes. Yep.
Yeah, you can just see that one coming. You reach in like that and knock his head back, and you're going to get the wholesale substitution once again. You see the missed dunk by Diallo Johnson, and Bowens then decides to fire up the three.
Nobody out there.
These big guys want threes.
Well, they don't have their coach out there with them telling them, don't take the three, get the sure shot.
And they got a 20-point lead.
And that's why they want to go for that. And we've got substitutions coming in on both sides. There you see Hayes goes out as he commits the foul.
We got
Lodato's back in there.
Yep. There was just 10 new guys in there, so to say them all would be kind of hard.
Stubleski's back in there. With it right now. Betts has it. Cortez Betts puts it up. No.
Oh.
And look at this.
Yeah, Zarna, everybody
Right
from
back.
Oakland took off on the fast break. Nobody decided to lead it. And Zarna got the easy layup because of it.
And Zarna picks up his first 2 points. Now Martin in there. Martin in the corner to Bean. Brian Bean. No, won't go. And Betts pushes it up quickly to Zarna. Zarna open. Nice. Throws it up. And look at this.
Nice
Macomb
fast break.
has a nice break going there. Leske with his first field goal, rather first 2-point field goal. He had 2 threes in the first half. Martin from way out. Let it go out. And it goes out of bounds. Macomb will get it back. So Macomb now has a chance to gain a little bit of ground on Oakland.
Martin in that Dan Marley, Reggie Miller area out there, about 30 feet away.
Ball up ahead to Betts, and it goes off his fingertips. And here comes Oakland now. Oakland will come back. It's Bean, Taylor, Weber, Martin, and Ferguson for Oakland. Betts, Lodato, Stubleski, Morawski, and Zarna, along with Betts for Macomb. Weber in traffic in a jump ball call. Possession goes to Macomb. 13:58 left here in the contest. 63-47, Oakland on top, and they have been leading for most of the game. Some late arriving fans coming in to see this contest. Still a lot of game left and a lot of highlights too, I think, Jeff. Look at the tip in there.
Great tipping, but you know, they all missed the halftime show. They missed the unicyclists.
Who was that on the tip in? Who they give credit to? Betts?
Yeah, it was Betts.
Inside, heavy traffic. Finally, ball knocked out by Betts. And they're giving it to, hold on.
They don't know.
Yeah, no, it's the ref underneath the basket saw it. Yeah, the ref underneath the basket saw that it was tipped away by Betts. Let's take a look.
Well, you see him, a little crossover, take him to the hole, dish off, and well, eventually we'll find out, but
Right
they're playing
here.
right now.
Betts will knock it away. Coming right up. What's going to happen? There it is. Underneath in the paint, Bean knocked away, and still Oakland ball.
Knocked away by Lodato.
Lodato's pointing the other way. He goes, no, no, no.
Well, yeah, you blocked the shot, but because you blocked the shot, you touched it last. That's how that works.
Oakland trying here. Martin from way out. He's got it.
Got it.
Now William Martin picks up his first three-pointer, and 7 points now for the Waterford Mott player. Lodato
They're trying to set up a little give and go, I think.
working on Martin. Back out up top, Morosky. Zarna,
nice move.
Zarna in the paint. He gets pushed, but he puts it down. Ryan Zarna gets his 4th point, and it's 66-51.
This guy's got some ability for being 6'8".
Yeah. Ferguson down to Ahmad Taylor. Back out. Ferguson in the paint. He's surrounded. 4 players around him. Still got the shot off. Morosky battling for it. Picks it up. Morosky with a 1-on-3 break. 4 now.
Ball control.
Leske from way outside puts it down for 3. His 3rd 3, and that will help Macomb get back into it.
So you got your 6'6" center leading the fast break, kicking it over to your 6'1" guard on the fast break, who finishes with a 3.
A whistle before the shot.
I don't know what the call was.
Let's see. Coburn comes in for Oakland, and that means a guard will go out.
Oh, we got an elbow
Weber.
foul. Oh, down low. Remember, he said about the screens.
Yeah.
If it's too obvious, you got to call it. That's what that was.
Okay, Weber goes out. Coburn goes in. Let's take a look.
Oh, here's the shot from Leske, and obviously a good outside shooter.
Yep, Leske with his 3rd 3-pointer. Inside, Morosky knocked away by Bean. And Zarna couldn't hit there, and here comes Oakland pushing it up quickly as Martin.
Oh, nice pass.
Nice pass inside, the foul being picked up, and Taylor couldn't get it down.
You know, I'm looking at Leske, a little biography on him. He hit 8 3-pointers in 1 game. That's like
8 in 1 game.
Yeah, I mean, we can't hit 8 3-pointers in warm-ups.
Here's the foul, and that was on Zarna. 11:47 left in the game, 66-54. Oakland can add to their lead here as Ahmad Taylor
And he gets the shooter's roll.
Taylor now with 9 points on the night.
You know, it was a 20-point lead just a second ago, and you know, Macomb's done a good job of getting it back to within a reasonable working number.
Yep, Taylor gets them both. Leske for 3.
And if he gets going.
Oh boy, you mentioned he hit 8, that's his 4th.
Yep, 80 in a season, 8 in a game, 112 in his career.
14 points for Leske, leads the way right now.
And here's something even more impressive. 4 times he hit the game-winning shot on Romeo's final possession of the game.
Gave up the 2 to Zarna.
So he's a clutch player.
He is, and he made that
now
one
he's
happen.
leading the break, and it's a 9-point game.
Ferguson across to Taylor. Coburn, who can hit 3 himself. No.
Good box out by Zarna on a rebound.
Zarna, look at Bean right behind him.
Oh.
He puts it down. Great work by Bean. He just waited patiently back there.
Like he caught him. He saw that Zarna just wasn't looking for a second, and he kept the ball up rather than bringing it down.
11-point game. That's
Turnover.
where we were at halftime, and that's where we are now. 11-point game in favor of Oakland. And a turnover, and Oakland will get it back. 10:53 left. Let's take a look underneath. Watch the smart
Keeps
play.
it up right there. That's when
Bean
it went
just
up.
waited for him to turn around.
Yep.
Smart play, and he picks up the 2. Back to the action. Taylor from outside. In and out.
Now Lodato get the rebound, but give Zarna credit. He boxed him out and allowed Lodato, the little guy, to come under and get it.
Morosky for 2.
It would have been a goaltend on Taylor had it not gone in.
70-61. Plenty of time left. 10:25. Ferguson, no, from outside.
I'll tell you, if Oakland does this.
Look out.
Oh, my.
Up for Betts.
Yeah, it would have been
Couldn't tip
sweet.
it in.
It would have been sweet.
Yep. Look at this. Leske knocking it away. Leske will pick it up. Will he go? No, he dishes it off to Betts, and he gets the foul. In the stands it goes William Martin.
Into the crowd, and he's just giving Martin 5 for a good hustle.
Let's take a look, Dan. Speaking of hustles, Leske here comes up with
doing a great
the
job
steal.
tonight,
Betts
really.
gets in the way. Leske comes up with it.
I tell you, I know they're making the wholesale changes right now, but boy, I sure think we'll keep Leske in there, even though it's an all-star game.
Yeah.
You got a chance right now to get some momentum.
Yeah, and he's helped. On the other side, Martin picks up the foul, his first personal.
And again, if anyone fouls out of this, I'll be amazed. And I'm pretty sure all you have to do is tell a ref who's got 4 and he won't call it on you.
Cortez Betts, second team All-Macomb BCD at Mount Clemens High School. And Cortez misses his first shot. We'll get another 10:07 left here in the second half. Cortez couldn't hit him.
Oh, good steal though.
Look at this. Betts comes right back. Oh, and is he fired up?
Oh, he just, but God, Cortez, you know what's going to happen right now, don't you?
Yeah, Jared Stevens.
Jared Stevens is getting the ball. He's going to dunk on him.
Jared Stevens. And they gave each other 5, but.
Oh, you know what? Guess what, though?
What?
Oh, you know, there's a guy waiting to come in for Cortez Betts, and they're going to make the substitution because it's an all-star game, and Cortez is going to sit down. He's not going to get dunked on.
Let's take a look here. Cortez steals.
Great hustle. Gets the lay-in over Jarrett, and then have a little fun, and I don't blame him for that, but you know what's coming back. You're going to get dunked on. But he's sitting, so they can't do it.
Yeah, in all fairness, on the other end, they both gave each other 5. They were smiling about it.
Well, I mean, it's been going on all night, but again, it's an all-star game, so it's good-natured trash. It's not your mean stuff. It's a lot of fun.
And a timeout called down on the court. Well,
it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, Dan Leske, you got to give him some credit there. Here in the second half, he's come up with 8 points and 2 threes, which got him back in a hurry. Zarna came up with 6. Stubleski dished off to him. And Cortez Betts has come up with 4 points, and he's done a good job.
Right. Don't forget early on, Derek Brown, he's only got 2 in the half, but he made stuff happen. He was making plays happen. And Robinson only has 2 points, but he's been making things happen too, just being active out there.
So we'll see the first 2 teams out there right now, the teams that we saw start out there right now, with the exception of Martin, who's been swapped for Hayes. Drew Hayes is out there. So other than that, you've got the first team.
I also think that the coach in an all-star game starts looking at who hasn't scored yet. Hayes and Fife haven't scored, so you're going to try and get them some baskets now rather than if it gets tight at the end.
Yeah. Weber now being surrounded. They're going to a man-on-man, but getting a little confused. Ball up. Stevens.
He stepped out.
Out of bounds.
But at least we called the Jarrett Stevens dunk.
70-63. 9:28 left in the second half and counting, as you see. Brown now, he's done a good job both ways, offense, defense. Now trying to make it happen here for Macomb. Sistad.
Oh, he traveled, but they let that go. But again, you let that go here.
Outside, no.
Good
underneath.
putback. Oh, and there's a foul. Malmeister got fouled. Good call. I didn't think the ref would call it. Look at the offensive rebounding going on up there. A lot of hustle by Macomb. You're going to see a putback right away that won't go. And Malmeister's going to come from your right side right here. And Hayes gets him on the arm. And he's going to get 2. And I don't think Malmeister's scored yet. So this is your chance to get him in the book.
Yep.
And Drew Hayes does have 4 personal fouls. And that is one of those, I think you tell the refs he's got 4, don't call it on him. If it's a foul, just call it on the guy nearest him. And he's still not in the book.
Nope.
Get in the book, come on.
70-63, this is close for Macomb. They would like to see
there
some.
You go, 70-64.
Here we go, now they're cutting it down.
2 threes away, and some of the guys they've got.
So Oakland's got to feel the pressure now. Could get a little interesting coming down the final minute. Stevens pushes, gets some room.
Pushed off and then got an offensive foul. That's 2 all-star game non-calls.
Well, Stevens now with 16 points.
Playing really well. You know, not a lot of flash, but playing real solid.
Good kicks there. Kicks it, no call. Brown keeps it in. Sinistag in the corner, over to Brown. Sinistag on the 3, no. Keeping it in. The correction. That was Malmeister, not Sinistag. Bowens.
He's having fun. Now, for a guy like this is his last basketball game for a while. Because once you get up in football, they're not going to let you play a lot of basketball, except maybe in February.
There's one from outside. Now, what was that, a 3?
Yeah, well,
Brown
Apparently
for two.
not. Yep. You know, we mentioned earlier, Bowens a year ago was the slam dunk champ. This year he didn't do so well, but that afternoon, we have to say again, he had a track meet. You come from a track meet to a dunk contest, your legs are gone.
Yeah.
So he's making up for it tonight.
Fife picks up the foul there. Let's take a look. You're trying to drive.
Good drive, foul from behind. Good call. In the NBA, that's 2 because you're going to the hoop, but here it's just Jeremy Fife's second foul.
Brown working on Fife. There it is again.
Oh, if that
Finish
goes.
tag underneath, no. Stevens pushes it up. Fife wants his 2. Will he get him? No. Hustling underneath. Up ahead, Ballmeister.
Oh, he passed it behind him. It's going to work out better.
Finish tag for 2.
Throwing it behind got him the layup because the defender went for the ball. Oh, here it is.
Stevens for 3. No,
Still,
won't get it.
Come on, he's got to make one. At this point, I think, you know, he's got to get one of those.
Slade to finish tag, and we've got a foul. Second time Fife.
3 on Fife.
Let's take a look.
1-1. Gentlemen, 1-1.
Yeah, you can see, I think he's going to get, well, the 1-and-1, the bonus.
Substitution. Bowens goes out. Checking in. Well, let's see if they got it. Okay, they can do it.
Yeah, they're going to let a
Bean
lot.
comes back in.
And again, in this type of situation, you let a lot of that, you know, the official rules, you don't worry about it. You just get him in when you want to get him in.
And D'Elo Johnson went out there. You saw him.
So you got to get Fife and Hayes some points. And thinking Macomb, I'm not sure who's left.
Yep.
Slade.
Sinistad hits there.
You got to get Slade some points. He doesn't have any. I think that's it, though, for Macomb.
Yep, that's it. Slade.
Oakland is Coburn, Hayes, and Fife. And Hayes
Going
is
out
going to sit
Hayes.
right now.
Yep.
So
Weber goes back in. So it's Weber, Fife, Taylor, Stevens, and it looks like Bean.
oh,
So
In and out.
tag she couldn't get there. And it's 74-69. Going the other way. Bean couldn't
and out.
get the
Good.
ball. Look at
Foul.
that. Now Taylor puts it down for 2.
great foul.
Ballmeister.
Good move.
Sinistad.
Can't get it
That's short.
short.
Back out Brown. Brown puts it up and down. Look at Derek Brown.
Just see, feels it. Making
14
a lot.
points now for Derek Brown from Clintondale. 76-71. We got a ball game, folks. 6:27 left. Stevens underneath.
But it is his house.
18 points now for Jared Stevens. As you said, Joe, in his house here at Ferndale. Ballmeister. Back out.
Oh.
And Brown for a 3 this time. And it's a 4-point game, 78-74.
You know, now
Fife.
you just look over at the Macomb bench, and a couple of them are getting into it. It's, you know, what the heck? Now that you're within 4, what the heck? You know, play, go for it. That's
Fife
the attitude they're taking right now.
sets it up. Taylor now looks inside to Weber. Weber back out. Taylor for 3. Off the board. Stevens, strong rebound, puts it down. Jared Stevens continues to dominate underneath the boards now
Yeah, he's having a great game.
with 20 points.
And, you know, we're going to start thinking MVP, and we get to vote on this. We're among every media guy in here. We also, I think there's like 10 people voting, but what the heck?
Brown was hot. That was short, though. Bean up ahead, and it's stolen by Slade. Slade now will hold up.
Oh,
And
a
he's got
foul.
to hold up as Bean tried to knock it away. And he comes up with the foul.
I think they're going to call it on Bean. It'll be the 1-and-1 again. They're in the bonus, and this is big because Macomb's only committed 2 fouls. And I like the term that
Line changes, yeah. Greg Russell.
yeah, the
is.
Sugar Bear from WDFN. It's about what it is. It's a line change. You know, we can give it away now since it's not going to happen. We tried to get an octopus in here to have it thrown on the floor.
Oh, really?
We were going to do that. and we thought, well, you know.
But that would ruin.
It's not original.
Would that ruin a wood floor, though?
Well, we were going to get a stuffed octopus.
Oh,
fake,
okay, there you go.
But no one sells them. It'd probably be a big item right nowadays.
You don't want to overstock on something like that. I don't think it would sell.
Only 1 month a year in one city in the country.
Ryan Slade averaged 4.2 steals a night.
And I think, again, is this the last guy we got to get in the book for Macomb?
I think so.
Yes, sir. So let's get at least one of these here, Ryan.
And he gets on. So all the Macomb stars have gotten on the board in some fashion.
And the 3 Oakland guys who haven't scored are on the bench right now, so we can't worry about that.
Yep. Stevens, Taylor, Bowens, Bean, and Weber out there now for Oakland. For Macomb, it's Legato, Slade, who picks up his second.
And he'll sit down, so that's perfect. Get your points and sit down. And 4-point game
Zarna
still.
comes in. Robinson's out there. Zarowski's out there. And Stubleski, who hit 2 3-pointers in this half, comes back in.
Leske and Zarna. I'd keep an eye on those 2 and Morowski.
Here we go.
I mean, really, they got an active
Stevens
line.
wants that 3. Let's see it. In and out.
He's pretty much gotten everything but a 3 tonight.
Yeah. 80-76, and that allows Macomb to pull to within 2 now.
Or 1. You go to Stubleski
if they
right
go to
there.
3, there it is. What is it? No.
Put Robinson there for the board.
And it goes off his foot. Macomb had a chance to pull to within 2 or 1, as you said. They could have gotten the 3 there, as Stubleski's hitting those. But now another 3-point shooter comes in, and that's William Martin right there, tying his laces up.
And he already hit 1 from that Miller area. And, you know, right now, you start thinking you kind of would like an overtime just because it's an all-star game and you want some more playing time for these guys as Jarrett Stevens sits down.
Ahmad Taylor now. Bowens in 3-point range, gives it up to Bean. Bean has it tipped from behind. Morowski hit it, and that's why I didn't get anything on it.
Oh, you got Morowski ahead if you throw it, and instead they got the foul, but he'll go to the line.
Yep, Taylor picks up the foul as he came from behind Robinson.
I think that's when we're trying so hard just not to lose the ball in the dribble because you're double teamed. You can't try to make that pass. And fortunately for him, it gets him to the free throw line rather than a turnover.
Here's the big guy, Robinson. He's going to try to do some dribbling here, and sometimes he gets you in trouble.
Morowski's open, but you got Bowens all over you. You can't really pick up, and he's not looking ahead. He's looking at the ball.
So Robinson goes to the line. He's got 9 points tonight.
Hey, 6'5", he's a forward. He's not a guard. He's not used to bringing it up the floor.
And misses here. Yeah, on the one-on-one. Taylor up ahead. To Bowens, and Bowens hits the floor hard. Gonna shoot 2 here.
And Taylor will get to the line here.
Zarna with the foul. 80-76, 4-point game with 4:19 left. So it's been a game of streaks.
4:19, and
was
we're
on a
voting for
streak.
MVP right now here, and the game's still on the line. Do you believe that?
Wangrud, the head coach, Ron Wangrud of Macomb, formerly of Roseville, and now over there, still at the school, but not in the coaching capacity. So Taylor will shoot 2. Ahmad Taylor tried to hang on to that lead for Oakland.
We're just looking over your stats here, Dave. Well, try to, make a vote here.
Taylor hits another.
You might want to fill out your ballot. I think you have one.
Got to give you another ballot here, huh?
Yeah, all these bigwigs.
Taylor hits the other one. And it's 82-76, 4:15 and counting here.
Stubleski's going to fire it up, not get it.
Look at this. Bowens keeps it in. Back out.
And it's going to stay Oakland's ball, knocked out of bounds, I believe, by Zarna. And it's a 6-point game. Oakland trying to extend it, get the lead a little more secure for themselves. And Macomb just trying to play some D. Watch out for that alley-oop, though. It doesn't work, and then it sets up a fast break. Bowens got a high. That was a high throw, and he almost got it. Robinson, though, for 3. It's a 3-point game right now. William Martin gets it over to Bean, and he's going to go in and get it. He's just not getting the rolls in the second half. And instead, Stubleski's going to, he thought about trying to tie it up. Instead, he went to Robinson. Nice move, and William Martin just dribbled it out of bounds. Macomb's ball, again with a chance to tie it up.
Okay, thanks, Joe, for picking it up here. I had to do my voting. Had to do my balloting.
We're voting for MVPs. Like I say, there's about 10 people doing it, and, you know.
I got to get our tallies in there, and I want to get my... This is the first time I've been asked to vote in something.
It's like Chicago. Vote early and vote often.
There you go. Something important like this. 82-79, 3:23 left in the game. And it's still anybody's game, folks.
And we got, I think, well, we got 2 of the 3 Oakland guys who haven't scored in the lineup right now, in Hayes and Fife.
And a timeout down on the court.
This time it's a real timeout. All these other timeouts, they've been calling it and just letting them go out there and changing the lineup. Right now, they're trying to win, Macomb is, and I hope we get a shot at Jeremy Fife when he turns around.
You see Mike Lewis?
Mike Lewis, the head coach. Over here, Bernie Holowicki, again, a Hall of Fame coach in the state of Michigan from Catholic Central. That's a pretty good football lineup right there. Jeremy Fife, an all-county receiver. Johnson, quarterback. Stevens, a tight end. Bowens, a linebacker, was standing there for a second. It's a pretty good football lineup.
You got some great athletes out there tonight, folks. Great contest. Some exciting plays. And Joe, did you win that 50-50 raffle? Is that what you're looking at?
Oh, man. Yeah, I missed it by 1.
Okay.
But, you know, I'm not allowed. Check this out. Check that beard out. That's a little Bud Bundy action going there with Jeremy Fife. On the official TCI telestrator.
Okay.
He's moving too much to telestrate that, but you got the Bud Bundy thing going there.
You think that's what he...
Well, I don't think he intended it. He's probably really upset that I just made that
I think
comparison.
he was shooting for Kelly Bundy, but he ended up with that Bud Bundy.
You ended up looking at Kelly Bundy.
No,
maybe trying to get you for you.
That's exactly.
Well, but I'm not talking about what that's doing. I'm talking about who he looks like.
Okay.
Yeah. We wouldn't have telestrated.
Lodato up ahead. Oh, look at this. Morosky almost had himself a beautiful slam, and he's still he's digging for that ball, and Bowens just wouldn't give up.
We would not have telestrated over Kelly Bundy.
Well,
we left it there.
That's correct.
Okay, thank you.
Kevin Morosky's second personal foul. He's trying too hard. He wants to get that lead back. Let's take a look.
Here's the alley-oop. And it's just not there. Oh, man. If you just lay it in, you got it.
Almost had it.
Good block there on that play. I believe that was Bean who got it.
And the reach in was called on Morosky. Here comes Oakland now. And they're just going to kill a little bit of the clock here. Let's see.
Fife's going to try and get his shot off, but he couldn't do it.
Bowens had Fife open in the baseline. Took it. Here Robinson up ahead, a little too far as Hayes knocked it away, but Macomb still gets it back with 2:43 left.
And again, there's still only 4 fouls on Macomb, which right now is good, although if it gets to that 30-second mark, and you got to foul instead and send them to the line, they're not shooting yet. Maybe you have to get a few. I don't know. Right now, with a 3-point deficit, you just try to get the victory.
See who they go with.
Oh,
Robinson.
Nice one-step.
Oh. Lodato back out. Robinson for 3. No. Off the mark. Slade will bring it back out. He didn't want the 2.
Just didn't feel good about it, I don't think. You know, if you don't feel good, though, don't do it. Yeah. You know, they're trying too hard to get Leske open, and he's being shadowed by Hayes.
Here comes Macomb to bring it in. 2:24 left in the game. 82-79 the score. Substitutions coming in. Lodato going out. And Sinistej coming back in. Robinson goes out.
They got their 3-point shooters in there.
Yeah, they do.
Except for Derek Brown. I bet he's coming in if they need him.
Yeah. Snezak. Sinistej.
Oh, man, Fife is all over Leske. Good defense.
Sinistej. Over to Morosky to Studleski. Studleski guarded closely by Fife. Sinistej.
Oh!
No, it's off. Fife picks it up. And here comes Oakland. Up ahead, no, a little too far for Stevens. He wanted to get Stevens. Stevens had stopped already.
And it's
that's a matter of knowing the players. When you had Diallo Johnson
to Bowens,
beating Bowens, they know.
Yeah, these guys are still learning each other, and you know, that's one of those things. They've had maybe one practice. I know they had one. I don't know if they had any more than that.
2 minutes and 1 second left. 82-79. And Macomb gets the ball back. Anybody's game. Bowens goes out and he sits down with the Macomb team to talk to those guys.
Having a little fun.
He had some fun down there.
Studleski to tie it up.
Studleski, no, it's short. Hayes picks it up. Hayes back to Fife. Fife is pressured by Maulmeister. And now Hayes underneath. Shoots it back down.
Jarrett wants that free.
Yeah. Taylor in the paint, dishes off. All up for grabs. High off the glass, and Diallo Johnson gets it to fall.
That could be the icing on the cake there, because now Macomb's got to fire up threes.
Yeah, Diallo picks up his 8th point here, and he worked for this one.
You see Ahmad Taylor coming in, dishing it underneath. Diallo misses, follows his shot, and then gets hammered from behind as he fires it off the glass.
High off the glass, gets it to go down, his 8th point, and Diallo goes to the line. In there, Coburn comes in, Hayes goes out. So it's Stevens, Taylor, Diallo Johnson, Fife, and Coburn in there for Oakland.
Well,
Brown, look at this. Taylor pushed it off Robinson, so we don't know what happened on that.
well, you know what the ref's doing right now? He knows it went off Macomb when he wants to give it, he wants to give it to him though, because you want to make it a good game.
Yeah.
That's what he just did.
Well, he should. Taylor did give a push, so.
Yep. Now you got Coburn in there too, so you've got, and Hayes out, so you got 2 guys again who haven't scored yet. It's going to be hard maybe to get them some points now.
1:33 on the
Playing
clock.
good D.
Yep, Sinistage. Sinistage against Stevens. They've got Stevens out from under the net. That'll help. Sinistage, look at this. No, he can't get it off. And it goes off Taylor. Yep.
You know, they were giving him the layup. You got to take that. That's a good move.
A big break for Macomb. Let's take a look.
Gave him the hole.
He's got some room.
And
Taylor comes across.
Protecting the ball with the body, getting the foul first when it wasn't a foul.
Beautiful play, Robinson for 2.
Again, a 3-point game. Now they just got to play the D again.
84-81. Anybody's ball game. Tough D put on by Macomb. Fife now to bring it up.
Yeah, Derek Brown all over Jeremy Fife.
1:07 and counting down in the contest. Stevens. He's led the way for Oakland. Can he do it? Yes, he does. Jarrett Stevens continues to dominate here on his home court. His last game here at Ferndale. Robinson outside for 3. No. Derek Brown is in there, and it's knocked away off of Diallo Johnson.
Yeah, Jeremy Fife knocked it away, and Diallo tried to save it. But great D by Oakland. They're not giving him anything open right now. And Betts is in, and I bet you Betts is coming in to set picks and get offensive rebounds, because they're going to, they got to fire up threes, but they've got to get second chances when they don't make them.
Robinson.
Good open shot.
For 3, no, it won't go.
There's Betts with the rebound.
For Betts.
Why he's in there. Again, a 3-point game.
Big play, Betts. Diallo Johnson. Exclamation point for Oakland County.
Betts went up to block it, and he fouled him.
And he went up in the stands.
And see him having some fun down there.
And Diallo will go to the line again. 88-83 the score.
Another guy, just like David Bowens, going to be a football player, not going to get a lot of these basketball opportunities again. You see the foul, and that's kind of Betts being nice. I think in a real game, you go up and you hammer him. Here, you try to bother him a little, but you can't. You're not going to go up and nail him, so he gets the dunk.
It's Jarrett Stevens talking to him. Diallo Johnson a chance to add to the lead. Betts comes up with it. Johnson could not capitalize there. Sinistage. Nothing there. Maulmeister battling for it. Back out. Stolen. And a whistle.
I think he
Stolen
stepped
by
out,
Taylor.
or is it a foul by Fife?
Let's take a look.
No, they're going to send a guy to the line.
15 seconds left. 88-83. And Macomb will go to the line. Let's take a look. There it is right there.
Yep. And I'll tell you something, it's not as high scoring as last year's. But, you talk to all the media people, they thought this was going to be a total blowout based on the talent, because Oakland last year is pretty much the same type of team as this year's Oakland team. Last year's Macomb team had Travis Conlon, runner-up in the state for Mr. Basketball. They don't have him. And yet they've more than held their own. They've been right in this game. You see Maulmeister.
He was the MVP of the MOAC. And he puts it down.
Well, it's a 4-point game. You get the foul, you're going to make this, and you foul. And now there's 16 fouls, so the next one will get them to 1-1. You got to hope that they miss the front end. Hey, if you watch the Indiana Pacers and the New York Knicks, weird things like this can happen.
Yeah.
They did the first part.
Maulmeister got it all the way down to Coburn. They get it back.
What?
11 seconds left. Betts for 3. Oh! Fife with 5 seconds. Gives
Stevens,
it up. Stevens.
what a way to finish.
That's it.
Oh!
And that's the way the game ends.
That's the way it should end, you have to admit.
Jared Stevens finishes up with 24 points and leads the way as the Oakland County All-Stars beat the Macomb County All-Stars 90-85.
That was
and
fun.
A great contest at the end there, Joe.
And if you were going to write a storybook ending, it was Jarrett Stevens with a dunk at the buzzer, and that's what you got.
In his very final minutes of play here on his own home court, Jarrett Stevens comes up with a slam. Look
Check
at
out
this.
Betts missing the three that would have tied it.
Fife gets the rebound.
Fife turns, fires it deep.
Without
and
even
Jarrett
thinking,
Stevens,
just turned around and fired. And this is it.
check it out, a little windmill action. Oh my.
And Jarrett Stevens finishes it up here at the Battle of the All-Stars 2. And Oakland County leads 2-0 now in the Battle of the All-Stars.
And next year's game, June 15th at Oakland University.
And the players down on the court getting their trophies.
Looking at the MVPs, Derek Brown getting it from Macomb. And I don't think there's any doubt on the Oakland one. In his own place.
Jarrett Stevens, he came up with 26 points. We had him as 24.
And
officially 26 points.
And who knows how many
for
rebounds.
Jarrett Stevens.
Just a great game, and we'll hopefully get a chance to talk to him.
Okay. We'll get a chance to talk to Jarrett Stevens momentarily. The final score, 90-85. The Oakland County All-Stars defeating the Macomb All-Stars by 5 points, and it was a lot closer at the end there, and that score reflects. And the exclamation point put on by Jarrett Stevens. We'll be back as we talk to some of the All-Stars right after these messages.
Oakland Press Perspective with Neil Monroe is an informative talk show that discusses issues often overlooked by broadcast stations. Neil Monroe, the editor of the Oakland Press newspaper, will keep you abreast on hot topics, events, and issues taking place in Oakland County. So for news you can use, join Neil Monroe every week on the Oakland Press Perspective, Friday night at 8:30 on TCI 63.
Welcome back to Ferndale High School. The final score, Oakland All-Stars 90 and Macomb All-Stars 85. Joe Abramson has the MVPs down on the court. Joe?
All right, thanks a lot, Dave. We're here with the two MVPs from the Battle of the All-Stars. We're going to first talk to the Macomb MVP, Derek Brown. Close game. You guys were 20 points down. I thought you might pull it out or at least get it to overtime.
Yeah, I wanted to get it to overtime. We was down 20 points behind. I looked up at the scoreboard. We was only down 4 points. I thought we was going to win, but they had too many big fellas on the inside.
Yeah, well, the big fellas kind of got all the rebounds, but I noticed you, 5'10", seemed to be getting a lot of rebounds, a lot of steals. Every time you came on the floor, you were making things happen. Was that just your idea, come in here, use your quickness?
Yeah, I felt if I could get steals, I could get the ball in transition quicker. You know, I knew they had a lot of big fellas, and I thought our team can run a little bit faster. So if I can steal the ball, I can be off with it.
Still a lot of fun just to be out here having a little fun, one extra high school game.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
All right, well, that's your Macomb County MVP, Derek Brown. Now we're going to bring in the Oakland County MVP, having a little fun in his own house, Jarrett Stevens. Pretty much everything he wanted to do tonight, I guess, happened?
Well, pretty much. My shot was kind of off, but I still had a lot of fun in this gym for the last time. My last high school game here. It was real fun. It was real nice, but this was even nicer because you're playing with, Macomb County's best players and Oakland County best players. So it was real fun to me.
And the last play had to be just if you could have drawn it up in a story, this would have been it, wouldn't it?
Pretty much, because that's the first time I've ever made that dunk. I've tried it a bunch of times. That's the first time I've ever made it.
All right, now the one thing we got to ask you about, 'cause we're pretty sure you had it in your mind that you were making a three tonight. Because you're firing up a bunch of them. Was this part of the game plan too?
Well, I told myself I was going to come up here and practice on my shot earlier, but I had to work earlier. And Monday at practice, when we were practicing, I couldn't miss. Tonight, I couldn't hit the water if I fell out the boat.
But still, you did good enough to get the MVP. But who knows how many rebounds? We had 26 points, and again, a great way to finish out your career here. And now it's just on to Penn State and see what happens.
Yep, I'm ready to go. It's only a few more months.
All right, well, best of luck to you. It's been a lot of fun watching you for the last 4 years. Now we'll send it back up to Dave.
Okay, thanks, Joe, and best of luck to both of those players and all the players here who participated. A great contrast. You saw the big style of Jarrett Stevens, the big man getting all his points, and the hustle of Derek Brown, who had 18 points and did a terrific job himself. So it doesn't matter how big you are, you can be an MVP, is what Derek Brown is showing us there. The final score, the Oakland County All-Stars 90, the Macomb All-Stars 85 in the Battle of the All-Stars 2. So Oakland is up 2-0 now in the battle. The final score again, 90-85 for Joe Abramson. I'm Dave Zorin, and from all of our hardworking staff, thanks for tuning in, and join us next season when we come back with football action. Good night.